Hi all. So I'm making this video as a first step towards the future of my YouTube channel, being that I didn't upload a new video since like forever. Sorry, I'm having a cup of tea. It's like 40 Celsius out there, and it's almost 1 a.m. so hot times. So yeah, I was, for the last week or so, I was thinking what kind of content would I like to do on my YouTube channel that I open just to fool around a little bit. It's not my first one, that's for sure, but I hope it will be the last one. I've been trying to make a YouTube channel for like, I don't know, maybe 8 years or so. And my last one, well, it was like a parallel project with a blog that I had, that I still have, by the way, but that's sort of the topic. Oh, by the way, sorry, a little disclaimer. Not that it's needed anyway, but if my English sounds so like broken or like cave-like, I apologize, but it's not my first language. My native language is Spanish, so I'm gonna try and do more videos in English, more so because I want to practice my spoken English. I do have a grasp on written English. In fact, I do my personal journals on paper, writing in English, but I need to work a lot on my spoken English. So that's gonna be part of the future of my channel. I will be doing more videos in English. I'll still do some videos in Spanish from time to time. I'm not sure yet. Like I said before, I'm like in the nether right now. The weather has been like crazy hot, and you know, it's been complicated, but regardless, I'll try to keep being proactive. Not gonna let my mind wander on toxic behaviors or surroundings, of which I have plenty of. So yeah, basically I'll try to upload more videos more frequently. I'm not sure about the format yet. Most probably will be like me playing or maybe doing some random stuff on the computer. I don't have any topics, nor am I a interesting person, at least not on common ground, but you know, I'll try to be here. Like, it doesn't matter even if like nobody saw this video or the future ones that I make. I like to think that I am a creative person, so I have the craving for creating stuff. Like, it doesn't matter if it is a little YouTube video or a blog post or whatever. I mean, sometimes I just want to create things. It doesn't matter if I have an audience or not. Sorry, I will do that like a lot. Try to repeat words until they sound right. So yeah, I'm having like some tough wigs, very, very tough, 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 tough. I feel silly. Some very hard wigs, alright? Tough, tough, tough. I think that's one. Tough, yeah, tough wigs. Between the weather, which has been like crazy hot, we're talking 40 Celsius, and I live in a really shitty fucking house. I rent here with my family, and it's really fucking hot, like crazy hot. And in winter it's like stupidly coldish. It's really fucking cold. But the summer it's like more toxic for the mind, since heat, it's like, I don't want to say it's more hazardous than the cold, but at least in my case it is. So I finally finished my tea. I'm not British, by the way. Of course I'm not British, although I have a pretty funky English. I'm not Australian either. That is not a rag on them, but I don't know, it's funny. I like their English though. So, where I'm from, just to get this out of the way, I'm from Argentina. It's a South American country. It's well, it's not what I want to be. That's all I can say. It's not that bad, but it's not good either. So yeah, now it's like 12:25 a.m. and obviously I cannot sleep. I was trying to fix a little fan that I had over my bed that broke down, and I failed. I don't know why it makes like a really strange and loud noise, but whatever. I want to keep my identity as a secret. Well, not really a secret. I do have other YouTube channels that are personal, in the sense that I use them for my personal viewings, if you will. And what I mean by that is that I don't upload videos then there. I just use this channel. Back in the day I had another channel, but that one I just abandoned it because, well, I started that one because I wanted to make videos and to avoid people that I knew, or that people that knew me in real life, to finding that channel. But I finished like one whole playthrough on that channel, and afterwards I just abandoned it. I did that mainly because I lost interest, and real life was stretching a lot. It was really fucking tough. And yeah, it wasn't a good time, like at all. It wasn't the worst that it's been, but yeah, it was pretty rough. So I abandoned that, and later on I just spoke with it with persons that I knew, and it got some traction, but I don't know, it felt like a failure. I really expected at least to grab some attention, to have maybe 1 or 2 viewers, but I didn't. So you know, whatever. So yeah, basically I'll try to, like, I started this channel because I wanted to create things, and this time I'm gonna try to keep it as anonymous as possible with the people that I knew or that I know, mainly because I feel like it's more freedom for me, at least. I don't know, it's pretty clunky to explain, but yeah. So I don't even know how much I'm recording right now. I'll try not to make it so long. In fact, I'll try to put a timer here. I'll try to I'm gonna set a timer on my notebook. Yeah, I think 30 minutes is gonna be right. I mean, it's more than 30 minutes, but so yeah, I will try to make content whenever I feel like it. The content will be whatever comes to mind in that moment, but I'll try to make this something healthy for my mind and my creativity. And also, this is internet, so I know it will eventually get to people that I know, or maybe some people that I don't know but that are very good at looking up data will find my other projects. If you do, please just don't try to link them, if you will. I mean, I don't really care if you do, but I want to keep this channel like a separate thing from all my other projects. Just for now. Maybe in the future I will link them, I don't know. For now I just want them separated. So please respect that, alright? Let me get comfortable in my chair. So yeah, let's try to play a little bit, and I will tell you, I don't know, like something. I'm not really sure what to talk about. Maybe I could talk about, like, oh, I know. But before that, if you have like a moment and you're willing to help me out, I'm not gonna ask you to subscribe. Don't do that. I mean, do if you want, but I'm not gonna ask you to do that. What I will ask you is, even if you're just looking at this video because you are completely bored, send me a question. Throw a question in the comments so that I can have something to talk about in the next video or videos. So yeah. Also, if you can, try to make it not spicy, of course, but you know, throw 2 or 3 questions. I don't know. Be creative. Like I am, right? So let's play a little bit of Most Wanted, which is one of my favorite games of all time, to be honest. The funny thing is, I'm not really that big of a fan of racing games. Oh man. Which one I'm gonna use? Okay, let's go with the trusted one. I really like the Carrera GT. It's one of the best, if not the best, car in this game. Yeah, I'm gonna lower the music a little bit. No, actually I'm gonna leave it like that. I think it's good. I can lower the volume here. So yeah. Oh yeah, it's clipping a lot. I'm gonna try and lower the volume a little bit. Let's go 4. Let's go 4. I'm gonna leave this on 2. I'm gonna leave this on 4. Game music. Oh, the in-game music. All right. So yeah, like I said, I'm not big into racing games, but the Need for Speed saga, it's really fucking cool. Remember back when I had my first PC? It was a really cheap PC. 64 megabytes of video RAM, integrated graphics, of course. It was an AMD Athlon 6400 plus, I think, and it was really fucking, like, I purchased a machine back in 2005, and even by that, at that year standards, it was really fucking low end. But I didn't know anything about computers, so I was like, oh man, I was like 12? Yeah, I think I was 12 or 13 years old. So me being a little brat, I tried to convince my parents that I needed for study purposes the classic life. Yeah, my mother made her magic and asking a friend of hers, she purchased it, and I still have it. Actually, I have it, like, I'm watching it right now. It's on my desk. Let's pass. Let me make this police pass. This police car. So yeah, back in the day I used to play on that machine. I used to play Hot Pursuit 2, the OG version, not the remake. And dude, that was fucking insane. I love that game so much. Afterwards, I went to the classic route, playing on cyber cafes, Underground 1 and Underground 2. Underground 2 being the most played because it was open world and such. But I didn't really like it that much at first. Later on, it became like second nature. First nature will be like Most Wanted. And I prefer Most Wanted because it has a lot more replay value, and I know for many people that would be like a sacrilege thing to say, but for me, Most Wanted is really fucking replayable because you can do a lot of things and you can have all the cars. Yeah, I have the radio in Spanish. Sorry about that, but I modified the game like a while ago to make Spanish videos, and you know, I don't want to change it back. So yeah, the thing is, Most Wanted is really fucking good when it comes to replay value. Underground 2, it's good. but not so much. I mean, the SUVs, for example, they are really fucking cool. But the sky scene on that, it's insane. The difficulty curve on that one. There are some races that I honestly gave my best shot at it. I have the best upgrades that I can have for SUVs, and still I cannot beat them. I lowered the difficulty to easy, still cannot beat it. And it's dumb because I've seen videos on YouTube of people beating it, but I don't know, I just can't. And I feel like it's artificial difficulty due to controls and such. And that doesn't happen here in Most Wanted. It's like you can do some crazy stuff here and like that one, and you can have a good time. And sometimes even like it's really fucking cinematic. I don't know why. What I will say about it that I don't like that much is the map. The cities are cool looking and such, especially if you turn out like so many effects that make the game look so horrible. For example, the blur. Oh my god, the blur is horrible. Remove the blur as soon as you can. The visual treatment as well, but the thing is you need to do like registry edits to do that, and even though it is somewhat easy because you can have a software to do it, it's not always like good because it resets. I don't know why. Sometimes it resets by itself, and that's really annoying, but whatever. Thing is, Most Wanted is really fucking good. Underground 2 comes second. Not by far. Oh no, I love the rain. I wish that it rained in real life, to be honest. Maybe next week. So yeah, I'm rambling way too long, sorry about that. I'm not autistic, I think. But yeah, sometimes I like to ramble a lot. It's gonna be a little hard to talk in English and try to play the game like I used to, but I will do my best. So sorry if I like crash a lot or do this. At least I didn't crash them. So yeah, I'm gonna tell a little story about me now, just because I don't know what the fuck to talk about. So, what happened to my previous channels? Well, I'm not gonna talk about the YouTube channel that was made for the blog. That's totally different. But I'm gonna talk about my previous personal channels. So back in 2010, I was like gaming hardcore. It's such a cringe word to say, but I was playing like every other day, especially because I had like a brand new PC at the moment, and I was like crazy playing every single game that I came across. But one game that I started playing back in the old days when I had the previous computer was World of Warcraft. And that game blew my mind. Like, I'm pretty sure it does to everyone who plays it for the first time, especially back in those days. And I was playing like private server of the, I think it was Wrath of the Lich King. I think, yeah, it was Wrath. It was like the first patches. I don't remember the version. Regardless, it was Wrath of the Lich King, and I met this guy there. Like it was like an instant server, so you made like a character and or a toon, and you instantly, like when you create it, it comes already level 80. And the point of the server was that you could play like PGs in arenas right out of the gate. As soon as you made your character, you can like talk to several NPCs, and they gave you like the best sets for both PvP and PvE. But there was no PvE content. The PvE sets were there just because, I don't know, the GMs wanted to have like a little variety. Wanted to have like several sets for people to choose. So I started playing there. It was not my first instant server. I played one before in TBC. I love that one. I played on Wowscape, I think it was called. I love that one so badly. So yeah, I was playing like a lot, and in one BG on sorry, and in one BG called Warzone Gulch, I met this Blood Elf Paladin. I was playing with a troll mage, and this guy was like, I usually didn't talk with anyone because I barely knew English. In fact, I was learning English. Thanks to that game and previous servers, I learned a lot of English, to be honest. So I didn't want to talk to anyone because I really wasn't able to maintain a proper conversation. And this guy, this paladin, like he was healer, I think. Healer or tank, I think it was healer. So it was before the BG started that he buffed me and such. And for me it was weird because people usually in that server, as far as I remember, they didn't like buff or heal you. They were really close-minded in that regard. There was no like a team play. There was no team spirit, if you will. So druids didn't buff, paladins didn't buff either, nor they gave any support when you were nor did they give any support while you were fighting. So for me it was like a somewhat peculiar thing. So I whispered him like a smiley face because I didn't know English. So the first thing that came to my mind was to smile at him. So I did, and he replied with a smiley face. And I don't remember that much, but I think he said like hi or something like that. And I replied, and for some reason I felt like he knew Spanish. So I'm not sure how it happened really. Maybe he knew that too. He like felt that too, whatever that means. And we started to talk in Spanish. Like I asked him, or he asked me, I don't know if I knew Spanish or if he knew Spanish, and we started talking. So at this point in my real life, I've been having like severe problems with the love thing. I had like a, oh man, sorry. I had like a really dumb experience with a guy, and that flopped big time. It's a long story, but I'm not gonna go into it right now. Thing is, I started to play with this guy, this paladin, and we started to bond, like you do. And I had to put the handbrake there. So time passed, and this guy becomes like my best friend, one of my best friends. And you know, we started to flirt with each other and such, the normal things. Ooh, that was cool. So time passes and we had our fair share of experiences and bad times, good times too. Thing is, oh, dumb. Thing is, when 2020 comes around, like I was in a really bad spot. 2015 was the last year that I had any peace of mind, if you will, because in March of that year I got evicted from where I was living back then, which was like a really nice flat on the city. So I got evicted, not my fault. Still, I got the roughest edge of it, and you know, I was pretty depressed. I'm still a little bit depressed about that, but not so much. And this guy was there, like I had like another best friend, like he wasn't around because he was doing his stuff. His life wasn't that easy either, so he was with a lot on his mind. Plus, he had a girlfriend, so you know how that goes. And so I was pretty much alone, except that I had this guy. And this guy was from, it was a Chilean guy from Chile. And I don't know, we bonded like crazy good. We tried like twice to have a relationship, like a long distance relationship. But as many of you know, that is not something that will ever work. So we failed. Also because I was horny as fuck and I don't know, I made dumb decisions. And afterwards, after 2015, he was like there, like constantly. We usually play games, whatever comes to mind, and whatever we were able to play together, especially WoW. World of Warcraft was like the main thing a girl always spent. And all was good, like it was good. He started to work, and you know, I tried to be as supportive as I can, as I could back in that moment. And we enjoyed that kind of life. It wasn't like what we wanted to be, but he knew that I had limitations, so did I. And I knew that he has his limitations too. And when things got in 2020, when the quarantine hit, big point, I would like to think like we were talking every day like we always did, and at that point we reached the 10-year anniversary of our meeting, of we knowing each other. And I remember that dearly because I really liked that. Like that was like a crazy milestone for us. More so because he was like the last person of my, let's say, dark age era. And I call it that because back in the day when I started to take my personal identity as it should be, it was back in 2008. And I did something stupid, but I don't blame myself, I blame my later self. But the thing is, I used like another person image. I used the image of a really cute girl, German descent, that was like a friend of mine that I met in the city. So she was like my mentor, if you will. She and her best friend. So I was like, I told her everything. Like back in 2008 I met another guy and I told her that, and she helped me out with the images. The thing is, it got out of control pretty fast, and I started to believe my own lies, like the life that I typed on the keyboard. I started to believe that was my own, and I started to get like more isolated for the war. Like I came back from high school, and I sat my ass down on the computer and I was planted there until I had to go to sleep. And on the weekends, I was like 7 a.m. I was on the computer, and I would never move like from there, only to go to the bathroom. And that was my life. That, like, there's a lot more elements to it, of course, but the main thing was that I was living a really shitty life, consumed by fantasy. So yeah, whatever, 2015 hits, I got evicted, and I was like really fucking scared because it was the first time that I was going to be confronted with reality. And this guy, this Chilean guy, the paladin, he was with me like all the time. And since 2010, we had our bad arguing and such. But most of the time, like, we were like a nail and a flesh. Like, we were together all the time, speaking to each other, giving us support mutually. So 2020 was like a really big milestone for me, because he was, like I said before, he was the last person to be in my life. He was the last one that stayed with me after I came clean of my real... damn it. He was the last person that I expected to, when I thought to come out clear of my real physical identity with all the people that I knew back then. I thought he was going to be the first one to abandon me, but he wasn't. He was actually the only one that stood by So it was a big shock for me then. In 2013, that's the year I came clean. So yeah, 2020 comes, and this guy and I celebrate the 10-year anniversary. And that year was cool. I mean, we didn't have much to do, but at least we talked to each other every single day. We tried to watch series together. We watch a lot of anime because he likes anime. We watched movies too. We made a lot of things. But time passes. 2021 comes in, and he starts to play World of Warcraft again. He wasn't playing because to him the game was boring or whatever. So he stopped playing like mid 2000. No, I'm sorry. He stopped playing like 2019, I think, or 2018. And I never stopped playing. Like World of Warcraft was like my thing. Plus, I was very well known in the server, so that helped me to keep sticking by that game, even though it was boring for me at a point. The social aspect of it was what was. It was that kept me coming back to it. So 2021 comes, and this guy starts playing again. And when he does, he starts to play alone when I wasn't around. And it's not something that I found like strange in the moment, because sometimes I wasn't around. I was doing other things with my other friend, my best friend. So in that times he would like to play alone WoW. And while he was playing alone, he met numerous girls. The typical WoW girls. They are real, of course, but they are like, they are not. Oh, sorry. Should have taken the left. So he met like 3 or 4 girls that were from the age range of 14 to, I don't know, 19 and such. So this is internet, and I'm pretty sure you can guess what happened. He got hooked by these girls, and he was living like a really cheap Venezuelan romantic novel, trying to be the Romeo of 4 girls. And I'm pretty sure that one of those wasn't a girl really, but regardless, he started to fool around, and and he started to be the boyfriend, in quotes, of several of these girls. And at first I thought that he was like playing around, like he was bored and whatever. He was horny as fuck because he was a virgin, so it was a little disturbing, I'm not gonna lie, that he went for younger girls, and he was in his 30s. Yeah, right, because now he's like 35 now. So yeah, that was fucking creepy. But I didn't thought of anything of it. I thought it was like fooling around like I did with a lot of guys. But I don't know, it was just weird. I was shocked, not only because of the age gap, because I knew like he really likes Japanese culture and hentais and anime in general, but he always liked those works of fiction that depicted, like, for example, High School of the Dead. It's like an anime from it's some high school girls and a guy that got trapped like an apocalypse zombie, like an end of the world scenario, and like they were pre-18, like there was no question about it, but they were drawn like a really voluptuous women, because they had like a big really fucking tits and really big asses. So it was kind of weird. Regardless, thing is, started to fool around with these girls, and I started to have a really bad time in real life. It wasn't a singular thing, it was like a cluster of bad things that were happening to me in that moment. So I really crave for like help, like emotional help, or I don't know, emotional support, if you will. And he was like not having anything of that. It was really strange because it was like a 1 month thing. 1 month, because like in January he was like really fucking normal, like he always been. He was there for me, like we were in good terms. But by March of 2021 he was like totally different. He tried to tell me that he wasn't changing, that he was abusing, so, but I know he was alive because I saw him. I mean, I had a lot of characters on that server of World of Warcraft, and I knew he was online. So plus I started to see him connected in really weird hours, like 3 or 4 a.m. on days that he had to work the next morning. So pretty shady stuff. So yeah, it all came down to a boiling point mid 2021, where I didn't snap fully, but it was pretty close. And I told him, like, what is going on? Why now you are treating me like I'm some piece of, I'm not gonna say the word, but I felt like left behind. Like it felt like after the 10-year mark, it was like everything was done, and he didn't want to even like talk to me like before. So I got like a little paranoid because I thought that he and I were solid as concrete, like we were going to be friends forever. And even though I had feelings for him, like I always had, even though we failed miserably, I never stopped having feelings for him, and he knew that, and he told me several times that he had feelings too. But in the end of the day, I felt like I was the only one being honest. So I told him that. I confronted him, And you know, it was a horrible year, to be honest. Oh shit. Yeah, I think it wasn't very wise to talk about this stuff. But yeah, whatever. It's long due. So yeah, 2021 comes to an end, and I had like a several mental. Oh, like what the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god, this is fucking insane. Oh shit. Yeah, this is not good. So yeah, 2021 comes to an end. I have like several mental crises. And he knew this. Oh shit. He knew this because I tried to ask him for help, because you gotta keep in mind that he was the only human being that I was talking to at that moment. I had my best friend, but he wasn't around, and he was going through rough times too, so I couldn't like rely on him because I didn't want to be a burden to him. And yeah, he basically like, he didn't tell me to fuck off, but with his actions and such, he separated us like crazy 180. He turned on me, and even though it was like really obvious for me what was going on with some of the girls that he knew, like some of those girls are in that server that we used to play. There were like easy girls, in quotes. They were like women, of course, but they weren't normal players. They were players that were lusty. They were very fucking horny. And there were guys too, like a lot. I know, because I knew them. Like, I'm not gonna be shy about it. I knew a lot of girls and boys that were horny as fuck, that you could meet in Stormwind. Stormwind is one of the cities in the game, and you can exchange like Skype accounts and the webcams, which is basically, you know, touching and sexual things over webcams. So yeah, that combined with the PvP scene in that server, which was like also like a really toxic place. Damn. Like the arena scene in that server was pretty crazy. People were really tryhards and tried to make like a name for themselves. The ego was really fucking real there. So combine that with the lustful nature of some of those players, and you got a recipe for disaster. And most of these girls, they were like very lustful. Some of them even like had like some sort of harem in their Facebook profiles. Like they like to post on the page of the server to get attention, and even sometimes the GMs from events, they will try to boost their audience for the views or whatever, in exchange for nude photos or packs. Right? That's the word they were using, packs. Give me your pack, which was like a set of nude photos and such. So this guy, the Chilean guy, I knew him in that moment for 11 years, and he understood that. So it wasn't a case of ignorance, but he willingly went and got into that war. Not only that, but he went in and started doing it with the worst kind of people, because there were a lot of girls, but the one he went with, the one that made him like turn on me, was a girl that had a friend, which was a guy, of course, and that guy, he was really mad with me because he tried to pull I knew him like 2 years prior to this, and he tried to manipulate me into giving him like photos and such, and I told him to fuck off, basically. The thing is, he didn't really, of course, he really didn't take my advice really well, so he tried to stalk me on the game and kill me. So basically he tried to grief me on the game. But since I was like a really good player, I'm not saying this to brag, but I'm giving context. I was really good with my Retribution Paladin. With my Draenei, I had a female Draenei. So he tried to kill me several times, and he failed. He wasn't a bad player, but I don't know, it was like, I knew he was him, not right? This guy that I would call Gerald. Gerald, he tried for 1.5 years to grief me in the game. He tried to get me kicked out of raids, tried to kill me on BGs. The BGs are battlegrounds. And of course, every time I went to the war, he tried to kill me. Like, for example, I was like collecting plants or whatever. He came with his most powerful character and tried to kill me. And when that didn't work, once or twice, he tried to bring up like another dude with him to help him out. And when that happened, it is funny because I was with a friend, with this friend that I told before, my other best friend, and we both like broke them immediately. So this guy Jorel, he was really mad at me, and you know, time passed and he went away. I don't know why. I suppose he got bored of trying. But I think like he found like new targets or whatever. Maybe he found a new girl to try to manipulate too. So in 2021, my friend the Chilean Paladin, he gets really in love with this girl, that I would call Mandy. And Mandy was friend of Gerald. But this wasn't known, neither for the Chilean Paladin nor for anyone. This was something that I found out later, because the Chilean guy told me. And he knew about my story with Gerald, so he still played, and it was all weird. Like he was playing with a person that obviously was hostile to me, but I never did anything to her, but still she was like shit talking me and such. So, oh my god, this has been so fucking long. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna make something. I'm gonna try and wrap it up. Maybe in the future I will tell the whole story with details and such, but for now I'm gonna try to wrap it up. So yeah, 2021 comes and I confront this guy, the Chilean guy, because I was like having a really bad time, like a critical time, and he basically drops my hand. He stopped any kind of support and tried to antagonize me. Shit. Damn it. So he tried to antagonize me, call me jealous, call me crazy and stuff, you know, all the usual stuff. So I made a little plan, if you will, to show him that the person that he was madly in love wasn't really someone to take seriously. That the girl was just bored with a boyfriend, and that she was only trying to play a game of love and get some attention from a horny man, because he wasn't like a teenager, he was a full-grown man, and also to get some money, of course. And I did that on, well, you know, it's somewhat long to explain, but basically I exposed her, and the guy Gerald too. But it didn't make any difference. The Chilean guy still like was on defensive with me. And not only that, but like the next week or so, he was like, the next 2 weeks, he was already with another girl, because this Mandy girl, she got bored and somewhat kicked him out of her life. So he went out and get another girl. And this girl, in quotes, sent him some photos. And one day I was just bored, to be honest, I was bored. And I wanted to see if she was active in another website. Turns out she was, because the photos that she sent him were from a video on a XXX page from Russia. I looked it up, and yeah, it was an amateur video of a couple of people in England, and the girl was from England, and she was like, she didn't even know Spanish, so, and it was a really old video, like 2007. So I told him this, I showed him the evidence, and as I expected, sadly, he couldn't like decline the evidence. He couldn't like do anything against me, because he was like, there was no reason to it, like the evidence was pretty clear. So he told me, and I'm shitting you not, he told me, I don't know what to believe. I do believe you, but I'm gonna still be around with her and listen to her side of the story. So yeah, at that point I was like, it was done. It was absolutely done. So, you know, I played it full, I told him, yeah, that's a good idea and such. Maybe she's in desperate need of help with, because maybe she was lying due to her shyness or whatever the fuck. I don't remember what I said. But basically I told him like, yeah, you're right. And afterwards, like I told him goodbye, and he told me like, yeah, we goodbye, talk to you later and whatever. And I never spoke with him again. Like, I did to him what he did to me in some sort of way. But yeah, it was a pretty like shitty year. It was like horrible. Maybe someday I will tell the whole story, but for now I think it's more than enough. So yeah, 11 years of a friendship went poof like that, and for me it was like a really bad hit. I took it really bad, and so I decided to, going back to the point, my previous channel, my personal channels, and mostly all of my projects, I went totally like offline with them. I didn't delete them because like projects are projects, but I did manage to like keeping them offline or just stop working on them, because I didn't feel like keep making content on that platforms, be it YouTube or WordPress or whatever, because I didn't want to interact with him. So the years passed, and I took the necessary precautions. I took all the measures that I can, and I recovered like the most precious projects that I have. And regarding YouTube, I really couldn't do much because I cannot like block. I mean, I can block a channel, but I cannot stop it. Like, I cannot remove the subscribe that he has on my account. Plus, on that channel, I had like a lot of videos and a lot of interactions with him. So I didn't want to be bothered with that. So I just deleted most of the shit and just move along, because there is no point in keeping it. And since I couldn't like remove the subscription, even though I tried, I just blocked his account and made a new channel, this channel. But in the end, it's not only because of that. It's also because I wanted to have like a clean slate. I wanted to start fresh. Because I think it's the proper call, if you will. So I did that. And if time shows me that, if time has shown me something, is that even though you can be on the ground, you can still get up somewhat. Not much, but you can do it enough to lift your head and try to look up. I wish I I never like experienced all the things that I did back in 2021, nor the things that I experienced since the eviction in 2015. And I wish I like never lied from the beginning to so many people back in 2008. But sadly I cannot really regret anything, because not only I learned a lot due to all these experiences. Oh, come on, why you do that? But also, like, thanks to all that turmoil and bad experiences and, you know, crush years, thanks to all of that, I managed to grow intimately a lot. Like, I've grown in ways that I don't think I will be able to grow. I don't want to repeat those like bad experiences, but thankfully I think it's not worth thinking about that, because I think and I feel that I've learned the most of it. Like, if anyone has won over that whole things, or the whole thing I mean, it's me, because I actually learned and defended myself. Like, I tried to stand up for myself, and not only I did that, but also I showed up. I showed like the hypocrisy of so many people that I thought that they were. I showed that a lot of people that were like, I don't know how to say it. Like, after 11 years, I thought that it was like impossible for him to fuck up like that. And it's shocking, because I really thought and felt like if I had to give up my life for it, for him or whatever, I would. That's something so disgusting for me right now. Because if I had to do that, and I did, if I had to do that and I would have done it, like, man, I don't want to even think about it. It's so crazy to think about that. I cannot even imagine, like, I've learned like that, I've learned that even after 11 years of being like a brother for me, and even like giving so much power to that person, and to think and feel that it was like a mutual thing. Even all those years mean nothing when reality shows up. And not only that, but it shows you that nothing is sacred. to be able to see that, to be able to realize that, to get out of that like hangover, like after 11 years of being drunk with fantasies and things, and like giving virtues to a person that doesn't have any, like all that gaslighting that I made on myself, to be shown in like such a spectacular way in such a short amount of time, that all of it was fake, that was all like so superfluous and fake, that a person can turn on myself like that, unprovoked, and betray and burn 11 years of work, of feelings, of experience, of time together. That's really impactful. It was back then and it still is. And alongside that, I think there's a lot of things that I learned. But they're too many to think about right now. I would probably need like 30 hours of video to be able to grasp like the 10% of it. So I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, the thing is, I made this YouTube channel to try and improve myself. Not only mentally, but also, to get up to speed and try to recover my life in some way. Speaking English is one part of my life that I neglected so much. And now I'm trying to do something for it, as well as trying to do something in so many places in my life, both personal and academic, I could say. So yeah, basically, that's that. Oh man, I'm fucking hitting everything today. I'm getting better at this. Still, I don't like this card that much. I don't know, it feels like it's too stiff. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. This is not a good part of town to be. Yep, that's not a good part of town to be. This is not a good part because there's a lot of like buildings, and thus the corners are really dangerous because they can put spikes on them, and there's no time, like literally no time to react. I could use like the game breaker time. This is not worth it because I can do that. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna blow up the gas pump just yet because I wanna play a little bit. So yeah, that's my little story of like, I don't know, 2 hours. Oh man, I'm not gonna split the video though. I'm gonna leave it as it is. But yeah, maybe in the future if someone seems interested, I'll try and tell the whole story with details and such. For me, it's somewhat of a pleasure because back in the day, like, oh, okay. For me, it's a pleasure because, like, 1 year ago, I wasn't even able to think about the topic. I was really hard still. But thankfully, my friend, my best friend, I can call him Mason. Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. Mason, which is like my best friend here. He was like he alongside a girlfriend that I have, which is my best friend, but in the female version. She's another story that I will tell someday. But yeah, they both had my back, and thanks to them and a lot of meditation and self-improvement, I managed to heal up. I do have scars, I would like to think, but to be honest with you, I don't mind them. Like I said before, this whole thing left me with a lot of experiences and a lot of knowledge, and it's knowledge that I know that I would not be able to get again. And even if I did, I will not get the same value for it, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm pretty grateful for them. My folks too, because they... Oh, come on! My folks too, because they stood up with me. Like my mother still, she's an angel, like... She even took part of it, and she protected me like a lot. Also, there's this Chilean girl that nowadays she's like really absent. I don't know what's going on with her, but I don't know. Back in those years, she like protected me too, and I really, oh man, I really fond of her because she did that, and she did that out of the blue. Like it wasn't even like something that I was thinking. She made it by herself, and it was really fucking effective. Yeah, it's funny because of all people, the two female girls. Oh man, the two female girlfriends that I had. Oh, come on, that's not cool. The two female girlfriends that I have, they are like sisters to me. They were like really aggressive to protect me, and I like that. I like that because I don't know, it feels good. It feels good. I'm not gonna analyze it, but I like that. I really care for that, and I like my heart is so fucking happy because I have them in my life. Especially my best friend, because she's an angel too. So yeah. Okay. It's a little bit... It's getting a little bit dangerous. Not this time, buddy. Not this time. Oh, come on, no. Come on, right. Yes, I can. There we go. So yeah. That's my little story for you. I swear you, I'm not gonna make so long video so long, like at all. I'll try to make them short. Oh my god. So yeah, that's my story, and oh, this is not good. Oh, but it worked. Wait. Oh, I don't have any behind me. I'm secure for now. So yeah, that's why I started this channel after all. And I've been making videos, but they were like really cheap videos. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed them, but they were nothing special. Some of those videos though, they got a lot of fucking attention, like 100 views and such. I'm not really sure why. They were like gameplay videos without any comment or really any editing. I don't know. YouTube sometimes is really wild. Oof, not this time. I'm at 5 already? Damn. I'll try to lose them and then I will end the video for today. So yeah, first of all, if you're still listening, if you're still here, oh my god, thank you so much. I envy your patience. And don't worry, my English will get better, I hope. I'll do my best effort to do that. So yeah, I'll try to... This is not good. Oh, damn! Oh, what the fuck? So, for now, I think this kind of like format is pretty good. At least I feel comfortable with it. Comfortable with it. I think that's the way you say it. I did try to stream like on Twitch before, but I don't know, it's not my thing. At least not now. Because right now where I'm living, it's like sometimes it's pretty chaotic, and you know, I sometimes had to get up and go away from the computer like unexpected, and it's such a random like timing, so I cannot stream reliably because of that, plus because the outages and the electricity of this place, of this zone, it's like really unstable. In summer it's worse than ever, but the rest of the year it's like sometimes it does happen on winter too, so that's another thing to worry about. So wrapping up, it's like a lot of things that I have on my shoulders right now. Oh, come on. This car is like really hard to turn. But to steer is like steering a rock. I don't like that much. That part of the car. I know that I can change it on the fine-tuning settings, but I don't want to do that. I need to get my hand like used to this car, like this. That was a nice snip. So yeah, I'll try to do these videos like as much as I can. Oh, yeah, I thought it was, damn it. I try to make videos as much as I can. Try to keep them entertaining with stories or whatever. So again, if you have some questions that you would like me to answer, you can do that. Like, it will be pretty helpful for me. I love that. I love when there's a civilian car in the middle, and I can use that like a ramming device. I love that. Oh, come on. Damn, that cop car was fucking wild. That's two less. And oh, come on. No, 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 no.
En dirección oeste, pasando la terminal de autobuses. Se trazará un perímetro alrededor de la
Damn.
zona. La coordinación se efectuará por TAC 3.
I'm surrounded. Yeah, I'm pretty much surrounded. Trying to stick here a little bit. Oh, come on, I was about to stretch, damn it.
Siguiendo un código 6 a gran velocidad. Encontraréis más datos en vuestras pantallas. Este aviso se coordinará por el canal 1.
Oh, they're mad. They are really mad. Not gonna happen, buddy. Oh, damn it. I need to shake them off like right now. I don't know why this part is like... It is a trap for them, but it doesn't show in the map. Not sure why. Oh, this is not good. Yeah, that's not good. Come on, fall off. So like I said before, I don't usually play racing games. Most Wanted and Underground Down, Underground 2 are the exception. But yeah, I tell this mainly because I don't want people thinking that my channel is dedicated to racing games, because my previous videos are like games of videos of Underground 2 and such. I usually made them because it was like more practical to do those instead of editing like another game, because with the racing games I can just record and then upload the video like I'm going to do with this one. But for other type of games I need to edit them and such. Like when I did the playthrough of this game that was called Velvet Assassin, I like really put a lot of hours into that game, especially for editing purposes, because I used Sony Vegas 13, I guess. Yeah, 13, and it crashed a lot. Plus I don't have a good software setup, not even on the desktop. I have a 2008 PC with hardware from that age, and the most modern thing that I have, I think, is the SSD. So yeah, pretty ancient computer, but I still have kicking because I like put a lot of maintenance work on it, and I try to keep it as smooth as possible. Oh, this is so good. Oh, that worked. I don't know why, but it did. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. No, 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 no. Oh, there we go. We need two of them. I can shake them off. So, maybe next time I will do another game. I'm not sure yet. I mean, I'm not sure which game I will do, but it will be another game. Maybe I do Underground 2, huh?
Estamos en código 3.
There's nothing to... There we go.
Un código 6 está siendo seguido por la policía. Las unidades en 18 deben dirigirse a la zona por si es necesaria su colaboración.
There we go.
Que las unidades pongan controles. Perdí al objetivo.
Agentes en la persecución.
So, yeah.
El vehículo sospechoso fue visto
It's
por
gonna be
última
the end
vez
of it.
en dirección este por el paseo marítimo. El supervisor quiere que tracéis un perímetro lo antes posible.
15 minutes, that's a lot.
Tiene que estar escondido en la zona. Las unidades deben seguir un código 6 hasta nueva orden.
So yeah, this is gonna be the end of it. So again, if you stayed until this point, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you would like to leave a comment, and I will like subscribe to your channel to give in return. I don't know, it's just something that comes to mind. It's not necessary that you subscribe, but yeah, again, if you can, please leave a question in the comments also. 1 or 2 questions, doesn't matter, so that I can use them for the next video. I'm not really good improvising, so you know, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that my little story was at least entertaining for you all, and I will see you on the next video. I need to work on an outro, but I don't like to do that. Oh well, thanks once again, see you on the next time.